The Yankees' offense was dormant. Cleveland Indians starter Trevor Bauer was retiring each batter one after another, pitching 41 thirds-perfect innings seemingly on the way to a big afternoon. Then Bauer's outing fell apart. He lost command of the strike zone, Cleveland's defense failed him, and by the time the fifth inning was over, the Yankees had taken a 3-run lead. The Bombers keep rolling. The big fifth inning combined with a solid outing from Sonny Gray lifted the Yankees to a 5-2 victory over the Indians in front of 43,075 at Yankee Stadium on Sunday. The Yankees, 23-10, have now won 5 straight games and 14 out of their last 15. It's the first time they've had a stretch like this since the 1998 season. This current run of dominance has come against some of the American League's best teams, including the Angels and Astros. "It's been great," manager Aaron Boone said. "I want to obviously keep turning the page. But we knew when we were going into this kind of gauntlet, if you will, of 18 straight games. There haven't been a lot of easy ones in there." With one out in the fifth, Bauer issued consecutive walks to Neil Walker and Miguel Andujar. Gleyber Torres then dunked a single to center to load the bases before Austin Rimini walked to force in a run and tie the game at 1-1. Ronald Torres then hit a grounder to short that Francisco Lindor bobbled as Andujar scored. Lindor picked up the ball and threw to third to try and throw out Torres, but the throw went by third baseman Jose Ramirez, allowing Torres to go home. A sacrifice fly from Brett Gardner put the Yankees up 4-1. The Yankees caught a pair of breaks with Lindor's errors, but Boone liked the way his team capitalized. "You've to make your own breaks as well, and I thought the bottom of the order goes in and has really quality at-bats to get some traffic out there and then take advantage of a mistake," Boone said. Bauer was in cruise control. "He was dominating us really through 4. Gray had endured a rocky season entering Saturday. He carried a 6.67 ERA through 6 starts into the game, but he showed signs of progress in his previous outing against the Astros when he gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. The right-hander continued that progress against the Indians, 17-16. "He was good last time, I thought he was better this time," Boone said. "So another really good step for him. I thought his breaking ball, but I thought he worked really hard to establish his fastball, both the sinker and the four-seamer. I thought he was really sharp." Gray worked out of a bases-loaded, 1-out jam in the third by striking out Jason Kipnis and getting Ramirez to fly out to center. Gray gave up a solo home run to Lindor in the fifth, and Ramirez doubled and later scored on an RBI groundout in the sixth. That was the only significant damage he allowed. In 6 innings, Gray yielded 4 hits with 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. He threw a heavy dose of fastballs for strikes and his breaking pitches were effective. "I just think the more you throw the fastball, the better it's going to get, the better it's going to be," Gray said. "I think the command will come along with trusting it, throwing it with conviction and kind of just letting it rip. I think my fastball has been good for me and I'm going to try and continue to get that thing going." After Rimini caught Gray's solid outing in Houston, he was back behind the plate again on Saturday against the Indians. Boone has been against the idea of assigning personal catchers, considering Gary Sanchez is one of the game's elite catchers. But Gray's effectiveness with Rimini behind the plate has presented some compelling evidence. Sanchez would not have started Saturday regardless of who was on the mound since it was a day game after a night game. Still, Boone said the Yankees will continue to match Gray up with Rimini at least in the short term. "As we continue to plan out where it makes sense, we'll do it," Boone said. "Hopefully we'll get to a point where it doesn't matter where Sonny's in a great place." Gray said he trusts whichever pitches Rimini calls. "It's a huge compliment," Rimini said. Quote, "That's the one thing you're striving for, is when a pitcher likes to throw to you and trusts you. You have to earn that trust with the way you call a game."